Hello there, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 75, Sandstorming. Alright, so all those refineries are now done. One of the things to note about them is they don't take workers. They're fully automatic, and therefore a lot more efficient. So they'll be processing, and what I need to really do is I need to figure out who has been setting up, who's been issued the orders of processing, because their work tabs are all going to be screwed up. But before I start upgrading the ore drills as well, let's go and fight. So jobs are off, and everybody is going to regroup near the entrance, and I'm going to make sure that nobody has anything foolish on their person, like the electrical components that we absolutely don't need to bring to a combat situation, because how is that going to help you? So pile in, my friends. And then another thing to consider is pretty soon we're going to be hitting our dexterity numbers. So a little reminder, of course, is that dexterity is most easily and effectively trained when you have a high cut to blunt ratio weapon. So weapons that cut more than bash. And that's why we've been using all these katanas. And we sort of set a rough goal of like upper 30s. So a dexterity of, 38 or something like that would be a good milestone to say, all right, at this point, I feel comfortable using customized weapons. So we're nearly at that point, and that's going to mean that someone like Glitch is going to need to make a bunch of customized weapons for the people that want them. Because people aren't going to be using katanas forever. That was never intended. Oh, Thorfinn. You've got a spare bag. Glad I noticed that. You would have been the slowest in the caravan, in the battle party, by a factor of like 10. And all I'm doing now is... Ditch item only works when there's space for items, and my ore storage is completely full. So I'm just ditching ore in a general chest. I'll also be marching to battle with a bunch of ore on my people, which makes no sense. And I know, it's it's a lot of little management. I also might want to pick up some additional bolts before I go, because my bolt count is lackluster. So everybody has ditched their items. Whoa, it looks like I need to get cooking soon, huh? It's not a lot of food. I think because my cook has been strength training. Fully has been running around strength training this whole time. So slowest person in this group is 24 miles an hour. Oh, 23. Who's 23? Jackson? Yep. All right, let's follow Jackson. Locking the door behind us. And marching up. Before I actually leave, let me open that back up. I am going to grab, with Oron, I'm going to grab some of the electrical components and like stuff that we don't necessarily want full. Tora, how about you do that too? Just things to sell. Don't fight, people fight really bad with a large backpack? Yep, they do. I generally take it off when it's a tough fight. When it's not a tough fight, it doesn't really matter to Kang, because he kicks butt, regardless. The penalties aren't enormous. You attack 20% slower. You have a combat skill malice of -10. You can't really dodge, you can't really stealth. Dodging doesn't really matter if you are in heavy armor, because you'll just tank it. So, when it comes to dodge is something that you might want to consider for someone like Poetic, who's a martial artist. So instead of taking a hit, you just dodge the hit. Really, really, really high dodge means that you barely get damaged in combat, because you're just evading the hits. That's not really what Shek do. It's fine if we do it, but Shek are sort of known to be big old tanky warmongers, not like Iron Fist monk dodging nonsense. I'm cool with going dodge meta, but dodge meta also means that, like, you can't dodge bolts, you can't dodge crossbows. There is no dodge mechanic for range. So when we're attacking someone like the Holy Nation, where they use a lot of crossbow bolts and stuff, if we rely on dodge and we wear lighter armors like dust coats that allow us to dodge better, we'll die because their harpoons will absolutely massacre us and there won't be any of us left alive. Hey, hi dust bandits. Oh, another thing I probably need to do is this fight's honestly not hard enough for me to bother using ranged, but headshot is meleeing right now, but I'm gonna keep her melee. I'm kind of cool with that. Yeah, dodge is not that reliable either. But it also depends on mods. If you use high attack slot mods. So, in Kenshi, you kind of... There's kind of like a one-on-one mechanic, kind of like martial arts films, where... Or, I should say bad martial arts films, where it's like, you have a room full of enemies, but only one person tries to hit you at once. And that is something called attack slots, where, as you can see here, there's only like 3 people that can possibly attack this dust bandit at a time. Everybody else is just queued. Like, politely just queued to attack them. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, stop. Oh my god, stop. So, with attack slots, there is a mod called attack slots, which allows you to increase the amount of enemies that can fight you and you can fight them at a time. And when you use attack slots, specifically, dodge is a lot harder, because the moment you dodge one attack, the next 2 or 3 attacks are landing immediately, and instead of dodging, you'll just get you'll get smoked. So in Kenshi Birth of a Hive, I had attack slots 3, I think, if memory serves, which adds a little bit of difficulty. The only thing I really changed in this series to add difficulty is the game play slider of squad multiplier size. It's only up to 1.25, and that's because I'm using the faction size limit mod. So normally in Kenshi, you can only have up to 20 members in a squad, and I've raised that 20 member limit to 32 out of convenience. But in regular Kenshi, you're also allowed to have, what, 50 in a faction, I think? In Kenshi, by default. So, I obviously don't have 50 people, I only have 32 people. So, even though my squad numbers are higher, I've limited myself to a lower number of max pop. So, it's not just, I've probably... The net benefit is actually not a benefit. It's probably a detriment that I've set the game up so it's actually harder. Who's getting beat up in the bar? Oh, what the heck? Was that a bunch of... What? Who just broke in? Did... What is happening? I'm not in your store. Don't keep telling me to leave. I'm not trespassing. I just watched a whole bunch of them, like, bash the door. Oh, now they're all shopping. This town is, like, going to hell. I don't know what's happening. That was pretty funny, though. Ooh, a new backpack. I like backpacks. So you had a bunch of mercenaries smash the heck out of a door for I have no idea why. And then the moment I step foot inside, they're telling me I'm trespassing. Sure, likely story. Picking on the Shek. So they have the Tower of Goats map. And a mercenary tent blueprint. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any legs here for me to buy. No, no legs. And only one backpack. Not great, not terrible. So, Tower of Goats is way up and sinking. Alright, it's 5 a.m. I'm going to stick around until things open up. I don't think I need headgear. Well, I also don't think the proprietor is working the shop right now. Where is he? I don't think he'd be on the roof. Oh, you on the roof? Okay. Hello. Yeah, I don't need any of these blueprints. I'm mostly here to try to pick up, Oh, now he's telling me to get out of his face. You greeted me so politely just a second ago. I'm mostly here just to pick up some bolts and possibly blueprints that I still need. Wouldn't be a terrible idea to make sure that everybody had sleeping bags, though. I'm going to do that right now. Make sure every single person has a bag. So I think 1 or 2 don't. Like Night Knave. Or Horse. My guess is previously they were too weak to carry their own bags. Alright, now we all have bags. Good. Come on, Ranger. There we go. Finally. So we're using bolt regulars. They have 36 bolt regulars. Not a problem. Bolt regulars are very common, as I'm sure you can tell. I'm also going to have Tora carry some spares. And by some spares, I mean all of them. He's going to be the quiver boy. Sorry, Tora. Tora's probably like, wait, I didn't sign up for this. I'm our armor smith. Why am I also the quiver boy? Couldn't tell you. Hey, do you guys want a little bit of a rematch in gut against the beak things? Or should I just skirt around it? I guess we're really not here for that. Murder them? The wiki list Tin Fist weapons is the Fist of Justice. Yeah, you just can't take it from them. You can't disarm them. Well, I guess you can, but you have to chop them off. And then you can't use them. Oh, thank you, Jackson, for leading us into an acid bath right before the laser. We're gonna get a laser etched from space. Good, good, good. And I'll try to keep this moving. So we are headed, if you're wondering, up to Fort Mirage. What was this dialogue? I am interested. Forsaken Howlers, one of many monsters said to dwell in the Forbidden Zone. They suck out your eyeballs and leave you blind in the Ashlands. McNauer says, I don't need eyeballs. The Shek are trained in the art of blind war as mere children. I am prepared. My eyeballs are ready. Blind war, Case says. Why? McNauer says, in the case that Forsaken Howlers are to suck my eyes out. Or our eyes out. Case says, well, the Shek are prepared for everything, aren't they? And McNauer says, yes, yes we are. So, if our eyeballs got... Oh, laser. Free medical training, I guess. Nothing like nationalized healthcare, right? Let's get out of the lasery laser zone before we try to patch ourselves up. Because we'll just get lasered again. Or maybe try to take cover. I'm not really sure that this is cover enough from the lasers, but we'll try. Oh, hi! Thrall. Yeah, I'll pick some Thrall. Thrall time! And I think I just got lasered again. Yep, definitely got lasered again. Oh, good. We don't have to worry about sharks with lasers. We have to worry about space lasers and robots. And soon, Rita Repulsa will pop out of the ground and and we'll all turn into rainbow colors and form one big robot to fight them back. Okay, let's avoid these lasers because I'm going to die at this point. Look at Kang. Shoulda come at night time. Is everyone unconscious? Is everyone conscious? What are you all waiting for back there? We need to get out of the lasers. Be like the Fremen. Avoid the lasers. Alright, I'm gonna stop to patch up and hope that we don't get lasered some more. If the United Heroes idiots needed a handicap, this is a handicap. Oh, hi. Could you... Nope. Okay, more thralls. I like it. I accept. If you're wondering, these thralls really don't have anything worth looting, so that's why I haven't been looting them, but I'll show you just in case you want proof of that. Here's the average thrall with like a long cleaver, takes up a lot of room, not worth much, weighs a lot. Oh, the little puppy. Okay, I think we're done patching? Yeah, okay, we're done patching. Run for the great desert! Run for the brink! Everybody's sort of hobbling now. I think actually Rockfin's one of the slowest, so we'll just follow Rockfin. No, looks like L's is slower. I should have predicted that. No, Larry might have L's beat. No, Larry and L's are sort of tied for slowest. Alright, we're out of the super lasery zone. I don't think I'm going to sleeping bag. I'll try not to rest unless someone gets injured to the point where they need to. Oh, and here's some outlaw farmers. Okay, bye-bye, farmers. Well, I am almost sure that the trip will have done more damage to us than the destination. Which is, sort of funny to me. Just a little bit. What would I say is my least favorite armors? The bad ones, I don't know. Rags. It depends what you mean. Oh, a pet tusk? Let me try. In terms of looks, the worst looking armor? Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look them all up. I'd have to look at them all in a lineup. I don't have them all memorized. I think, actually, crab armor is pretty hideous. So probably crab armor is the ugliest to me. It's some of the best armor, but it sure is hideous. Crab armor looks like Dwemer armor in Oblivion, maybe? Like the sort of dwarven, boxy armor, but like, I don't know, it's pretty fiercely ugly. Come here, Tusky, I need to pet you. So, Nox, I know you're asking about Tengu's vault and the tower. So if you read the rules there, and here's a little reminder for all of you, if it's not a goal, it's not something we're gonna do. We have a directive, which is to defeat the false leaders, finish the conquest, and build a city. And if it's not one of those 3 goals, or it doesn't bring us to one of those 3 goals, it's not really something that you're going to expect to see in this series. So that probably answers a lot of those questions of like, are we going to do X, Y, or Z? Does it help us? What is going on with my cursor here? I can't click on anything. So if it's not something that that gets us closer to those 3 goals, it's not likely to be done. We have already achieved the build a city goal, but that one was done a long time ago. Come on. Load. Hey, while we're up here, should we visit the Sand Ninjas? You know, just on our way home. Stop in, say hi. What you guys think? So the reason, and let me explain, because I know obviously the United Heroes League is not one of our stated goals, but they have attacked us, they've taunted us, they got us arrested, they put bounties on our head, they shed blood. So they got added to the goals just because they were jerks to us. Same with the Black Dragon Genin, same with the Swamp Ninjas and Red Sabers. They have attacked our walls, attacked our people. So we do attack enemies of our own faction when they give us reason to. We're not... So it's not like I'm not adding to the list. It's just there's a bunch of other enemy factions on that list that haven't given us cause to consider them enemies yet. So, for instance, I haven't gone up into the northwest where all the cannibal tribes exist. So why we don't need to wipe the cannibals out? They've never posed a threat to us. So although, yes, if we trespassed on their land, they would pose a threat to us, I would fully expect if they trespassed on our land, we would do the same. So it's not so much that they're an enemy faction, it's that, you know, given where we live and what we're doing, it is of no relevance, I guess is the best way to put it. They're not relevant to the Shek at all. But the Gutters faction, for the big things, yeah, no, obviously, they need to die. Gutters suck. Gutters killed one of us, actually. The only one that drew blood. Trapper Keeper there? Yeah, he was sort of killed by Gutters. He was killed by a lot of things. He was killed by, who attacked us? He was killed by the Dust Bandits, by Red Sabers, by Band of Bones, by Gutters, like, kinda, and Swamp Raptors. Like, everybody attacked us all at once, and it caused his sanguination. And Blizz also died to Gutters, but, like, I wouldn't really say he was one of us. Like, he sorta joined. He was moving towards us to join. It was one of those, like, he tried out for the varsity team and, like, died in the tryouts. So, yeah, I don't know if that makes him a varsity athlete. It made him a prospective varsity athlete. Where is Chemo? I don't know where Chemo is. Where is Chemo? Here he is. Oh, he's hungry and not part of the group. Yeah, he got left behind, like, all in a big way. Well, I'll have people double back for him. This is weird. He has, like, laser damage and never got patched up. I don't know, but we'll rendezvous here in a center point, and we'll be together in like 10 seconds. Send Kang? Oh, everybody can come. I mean, you know, doesn't hurt. I'm just surprised he's hungry. Whee! So, Kimo, are you the slowest now? Is that what's going on? I'm just going to assume you're the slowest because you're hungry. So, it looks like, oh, no, I've followed the wrong person. It looks like, we are going to pay the little cactus crew a visit on our way back. I'm calling them that because, that's what they call themselves. The Sand Ninjas have a little base, in the cactus den. So we'll knock on their doors on our way home. Just to say hi. I don't actually know where they are on the map, oddly enough, but I'm just going to use my supreme knowledge of Kenshi to go to their HQ anyway. Alright, let me be careful about not leaving anyone behind. That's another issue, is the UI of Kenshi, by default, accommodates 20. And if you add more than 20, you start to get a second row, or a third row. It's a little tricky, because Kimo was on the third row, so it was easy for me not to notice him. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up the suggestion box just for people to... And I'll be refunding you, so don't feel bad about spending your channel points that way. Not that it's expensive, but opening the suggestion box for next priorities to work on. If anyone has ideas that I could draw from. Any gambling tonight? Sure. Here's a quick prediction. Here we go. 2 minutes. Will anyone get KO'd during the United Heroes League fight? Yes or no? I have a lot of people that are starting off with decent injuries thanks to the space lasers. So in a way, I've handicapped myself as much as I can, and we'll kick off a fight against the United Heroes League. And do you think any one person in my group will get KO'd during it? Don't leave Kimo behind. I'll try not to. Looks like Shona's the one falling behind now. Can you imagine voluntarily living in a desert like this? I'm sure it would be pretty for like a day. And then you'd just be like, okay, this sucks. It's dry, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere. It's really too bad that I can't destroy their wind turbines just to piss them off. I would very much prefer to do that. Who are you? Outlaw swordsman? Okay, that's not my fight. I'm not going to go in there until this prediction resolves. Look at the cute little city hero on the roof. Oh, so cute. Oh, are you trying to shoot at me already? Get out of here. I saw that little crossbow like doot, doot, doot. Target acquired. No, that's not gonna work, buddy. Alright, so predictions are in. Let's storm the keep. These thorny horny boy, or maybe not horny. These thorny headed are here. What am I doing here? So where's their little boss? Lord Mirage, here he is. City Zeros. Alright, Lord Mirage. Get Shek! I think... Oh no, Tilk is holding a weapon. It looked like Tilk just headbutted him a little bit. Which, given our helmets, honestly, that would hurt. Oh, thunk. So here's their gear. Shoddy, shoddy, shoddy. Very terrible. Where is Mr. Mirage? I think if anyone has a chance to KO anyone, it's this guy, and he is, he's got not a chance in hell. Bye-bye. Knock down. I steal your money. And I strip you. They haven't beaten us yet. There's still some more of them that are conscious, but, look, I have a straw man Lord Mirage over here. Is that it? Everyone's leaving. Oh, are they running for me? No, I think we're running for the bone dog. Yeah. That is, they're all unconscious. Okie dokie. Well, predictions. Now, I really didn't need the red battle cam or battle lights at all. Will anyone get KO'd during the UHL fight? No. No one got knocked out. I don't even think really anyone got injured. I don't really... Oh, no, Tora got his leg cut. I think that might be it. Honestly. Yeah. We got cut once. And I'm not entirely sure that that was a blade. I think it easily could have been explained as a, the crossbowman managed to launch one bolt at us before we smushed them into a fine racist paste. So there you go. Current goal is to go mess with the cactus den. Yeah, the lasers did like 100 times more damage. So I've got Mr. Wibbly Nobble on my back. I don't know what Wibbly Nobble means, but it's a good term for this little idiot here. This little United Heroes League. I think I'm going to keep him on my back until I find some animal that wants to eat meat and very kindly feed said animal meat. Feed the dude to gutters? Yeah, I'll probably go home via gut. And I'll gut this idiot in the gut. I'll gut his gut in the gut. Seems fitting. Ah, Sammy's. Bast is an interesting region. That's actually one of my favorite regions in Kenshi, and I don't go there very often, but it's kind of fun to be there. Take them. We're not enemies with the United States, though. I don't have a fondness for them, but we're also not hostile. Although, I don't know, Lord Mirage might not even survive this. Did we piss their faction off, though? Yeah, we did. Okay, we're officially hostile. I would have worried a little bit if they were like, oh, I like that beatdown, give me more. Oh, okay, that was a little long. I take most of that back. So, Tora, you're the slowest still? Let's keep following you. And we're gonna go to the Spine Canyon. If he bleeds out, we'll make sure he survives. I'll make sure his blood loss doesn't become critical. Don't you worry. I'll keep an eye on it. His arm and his leg is about to fall off, but I mean, I don't care about that. That doesn't matter to me. What are some of the oddest things you've done in this game? It really depends what you mean by oddest. It's a sandbox game, so the game kind of just lets you play however you want. Which means that what odd is just really hard to define. Tora. There's still music on. Right there. You guess you're deaf? It's just low. Yeah, I can change the song. Oh, discover the cactus den. You don't say. You don't say. It's mostly because the sandstorm that's going on right now is so much louder than the music. I could try turning up the music, though. Let me turn it up a little bit. And now it's going to start screaming at you. It's just my luck, right? Hello. You guys have been harassing me, so I'm here to pay you a visit. So, for reference, these guys are led by Oni. And here he is. He is right out front. So let's, do they have people on their towers? No, I don't see any crossbows. So, hey. Sand Ninja Oni, wanted by the United Cities. We are here to collect bounty. Swiggity swooty, hand over that booty. And here's the inside. There's more of them than there were United Heroes. Well, not so much more. And we'll keep an eye on Mr. Basket Head. So that we can bag him. So, for reference, his attack and defense... Attack is 60, defense is 60... strength is, you know, mid-50s. He's not a insignificant enemy. He's just he's not going to fare well against us. And I'm sending King out here. He doesn't come with any wonderful weapons or anything like that, but as is tradition, our prisoners get stripped. There's not going to be anywhere for them to hide. You know what I didn't do? I didn't loot Mirage at all. I'll make sure to loot here. They don't really have anything in their headquarters, the United Heroes, so I'm not missing out on anything, but here we go. Yet another base wiped out, except for whoever's on the roof. Just some random sand ninjas sitting there, not realizing that all of his friends are unconscious down below. Real attentive. You surely passed ninja school. Dang. Wow. A Masterwork Ranger? It's not something I was expecting to see, because that is way high quality for this base, this tower. Hey, Rubs, thanks for the resub. Yeah, that's honestly very surprising. I want to train Rockvin on most of the lockpicking here, because he fell behind. Grab the green fruit. Green fruit is not edible. You have to cook it, so it doesn't feed us unless we have a stove. Oh, don't tell me you're going to take forever to lockpick. I'll have Kang do some of the looting, because it's mostly just food at this point. And the average ninja here has ninja rags and cloth pants. They're pretty low gear. And they're all unconscious. It's basically just a shinobi thief tower. Edge 1 horse shopper, that's not bad. But obviously the person that wants a saber already has Meito, so I can grab it to sell it. Unless someone that has a character here wants it. as a weapon of choice. Raw meat? Yeah, I'm not going to bother with raw meat. Meat wrap and dried meat? Sure. You'd think a place called the Cactus Den would have more cacti, but nope, not really. A Masterwork Steady Arm. That's quite nice. That's very expensive. 12,000 sell value. So that there would be really good for if Headshot ever lost an arm, but not so good for Rockfin, who is a strength-based. Let's see if Rockfin can pick these things. 0 chance on the safe, so... Shona, what about you? 12%? Okay. Oh, and we have someone to kill. Yeah, picking up the green fruit for the farm is not worth the micromanagement and effort. That's why I'm not bothering to do it. If I wanted green fruit, I could just go to any town to go to a farming trader and buy, like, 30 of them. They're very common, and I have basically no use for them. Hey, a chain shirt. That's some good sell price, too. Can't get up here. On specialist arm? Man, these guys really had a lot of robot parts. I think that's pretty unusual. I could be wrong. Mark III Naginaga Katana. That's not terrible to sell. I'll give that to Kang. Throw it in his backpack. What else is here, Rockman? Nothing, and a weapon cabinet. Oh, here we go. A Falling Sun. This is a 19 kilogram weapon. Kind of heavy. Very cool. Very strong against beak things, gorillas, leviathans. I wouldn't say it's probably meta against beak things, but very strong weapon nonetheless. This is only a Cat 3 and it does almost twice the damage of our katanas. But we're still working on that dex. Even Rockfin's only 35 dex. Kang is getting up to 38. We sort of said set 40 as like minimum threshold. And Sharp Point's 38. McNauer's 38. Headshot's 43. So Headshot has hit it. Poetic has hit it at 41 dex. But very, very, very few people have hit that sort of like minimum threshold for dexterity in order to specialize into their chosen weapons. And 40 is a pretty arbitrary number. Who's the strongest in the squad? Probably Rockfin. Well, here, I could just check their carry weight. Kang, I guess, by 1 strength. He is strength 38. Oh, no, because there's modifiers. 29 plus... It's kind of hard to tell because there's the lifter arm. I think Kang is the strongest, though. He's also been the hauler this whole time, so that kind of makes sense. Ring Saber 1. These cleavers are not even worth me picking up. And I think this tower is clear except for the top. I don't see whoever was up here. I also don't see any boxes up there. So I think we're done. I'm going to turn what's-his-face over to the United Cities. Oni. Because they want him. And then we'll head home. Did I miss one of those safes? I don't think so. But I could check again. I think I picked them all. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I picked them both. The weapons that are in there are just low-tier sort of garbage that I don't care much about. So we'll head into Stoat, Kang has a whole bunch of stuff to sell, because I did get a whole lot of stuff out of that. It might be worth me holding onto the steady arm. I'm not certain about that. I mean, it's masterwork, and we don't really need the money, and holding on to masterworks is not a terrible idea. Some of the Jonin would have bounties, but again, we don't really need the money, so for me to spend the time picking up each individual with bounties is just sort of a waste of time when money is not a concern. I'm only bringing the big bounty, because the big bounty is worth 20k, and also we have an inventory full of loot that King can't carry. But those small 4k bounties, yeah, I would only need 5 of them to make up for the difference, but more effort than it's worth. Yeah, I think it's probably worth keeping that specific arm because it's really high quality, and then selling all the rest. Oh, and is there a noble hunter around here? That'd be really cool to find. For some well-earned payback. The Jonin that were there had a bounty of 4k. I only saw one with a bounty. Again, I don't need money, so I'm not doing it. Simple as that. I'm having the opposite problem, where I have too much money and I have to justify spending it on garbage weapons for training. Here we go. Police chief, take him. And then... so here's a farm shop. So I was saying about a farm shop, if you really wanted a lot of green fruit, you could just buy it on farm shop. So here's like 49 green fruit that I could, you know, sell the farm shop. But I don't care. I don't need that much green fruit. No one does. I can't really grow it where I live without hydroponics. I'm not planning on investing in hydroponics, so I don't really have a need for green fruit. We're feeding ourselves just fine, I think. So what blueprints do they have? Not anything I'm concerned about. So we'll keep the steady arm and sell the others. And they have no more money. And yeah, these are pretty decent things that I'm selling. But we're still working on the decks. I think that's all that we had to sell. I may, given the amount of food that I have on me, want to purchase some food, though, before I leave. And then perhaps check for backpacks. So there was a... God, so sandy. There's a bakery here. That'll work. And there's a clothing shop. I don't think... Are they going to have backpacks? Well, I could check. No. I'm just buying blueprints because we have more money than sense. So I'll just buy some really expensive blueprints to spend our money. We're an almost entirely self-sufficient army, so money is not something we really need. Slowest of the group is probably Jackson again, because I think we've healed up. And we'll head home through Gut so that we can drop our friendly little prisoner here to the big things. Lord Mirage gets fed to beaks. What would be considered a challenge at this point? Eliminating the entire Shek faction, eliminating Holy Nation, eliminating any of the major factions would be a challenge. I mean, not things that necessarily we're going to do, but if I decided to attack Stoat, that would be challenging. Because United Cities samurai are tough. Like, half of these guys have combat stats that rival my own, so an entire town of that would obviously be pretty challenging. That would be like challenge level. That would be appropriate. Windrunner, thank you for the follow, by the way. I'm glad to be out of that noisy zone. Thank goodness. New poll for you all. What to work on next after Lord Mirage is dead? We can take on more enemy factions. The next enemy factions we'd take on would probably be Goal factions, aka Shek Splinter factions. Alternatively, we could go hunting for more technology. We do have need of some additional AI cores and the like. We could also work on training weapons armor because we have a lot of backlog and we still have people missing significant portions of what they're supposed to be wearing and using. Or viewer submitted ideas, opening up the submit box again and letting you all cast your votes. Hey, hey! Do I have to knock you unconscious so you eat the right things? Here, let me do that. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 6th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, please let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you for everyone that turns out to a live stream, subs, becomes a Patreon patron, or just simply likes and subscribes on YouTube. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow Shek.